Well, hey, welcome back, Mr. M.
Hey, thanks, Gly.
You've been gone for a while.
Well, I had some stuff to take care of.
Yeah. Well, Randy and I, we stayed busy.
Saw that.
I was going to say, you know what? This morning started off a little rough for me.
Really?
Yes, it did.
How so?
Well, the door on my RV was sticking a bit. And so I had to yank on it a couple times, and I finally got it open. I've been having trouble with that door. It's because it's starting to get cold here in Nevada, and the metal moves around. So I got to make some adjustments, but yeah, that's what's been going on. But anyways,
that doesn't sound like that big of an issue to me. Your door stuck on you this morning.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
Okay,
the little things drive me crazy, Mr. M.
I got it now.
So, hey, we're going to have some fun today.
Okay, well, what are we going to do?
We're headed out to your gold mine.
Oh, yeah, I knew that, didn't I?
Well, I know you knew that already.
Right, well, you should say it over again then. We're going to have some fun today.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time today. We're headed out. We're headed out to your gold mine, the St. Paul.
The St. Paul Gold Mine.
And we're going to do a little campfire powwow because things are winding down now.
Yep.
And I want to tell everybody about what's going on. The future of the channel.
And the future of my channel.
That's right. Yep, we got a lot of things to talk about. So guys, let's head on over there and get things set up. Randy's gonna start the fire with his, he was talking about some kind of a
Flint
thingy.
Gonna light it with flint.
That'll be, low bridge. So we're gonna watch him do that. So yeah, come on along, guys. We're heading on over to the St. Paul. Let's get that fire started, get the chairs set up.
Yep.
And get this powwow started.
Let's get her going.
Alrighty. Hey-ya, oh! Sorry. Oh, you got some skills with that thing, I gotta tell you.
Look. One drop.
I think we're eating cold Vienna sausages. Randy, I'm hungry. I've been in the forest for 3 straight days with no food, no water.
Right.
And all you're doing here is teasing the hell out of me.
Right. He's doing it.
He's doing it. Randy, all those things I've ever said bad about, I take it all back. Not bad, Randy. Not bad at all. All right, guys. You ready to have some fun? Well, here we are.
I'm ready to have some fun.
Are you ready? How about you, Randy? You ready to have a good time?
Yeah, it's nice out here. I like it.
This is beautiful. The sun's shining. We had a whole bunch of rain the other day. We had to wait for things to dry out. But I didn't think I was going to be able to get an episode for you guys. But we're going to squeak it in, by golly.
We're going to squeak in an episode of us talking about the fun we had during this last season and kind of looking over the things we're going to be doing in the future and just having a good time here and listening to Gly.
Yeah. So this has been a heck of a fun summer exploring season, to say the least.
I got to tell you, I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's fine.
I met Gly when I was 63 years old and started hanging and following him in mines right away. And I've been in hundreds and hundreds of mines with this guy. And to do it at my age has been a fantastic journey for me. It's something that I'll never forget. It's a chapter in my life that's going to continue, but that I'm really appreciative of.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. M. I mean, we've had some really good times, lots of laughs together. This has just been, it's been epic. But like everything, you know, things eventually
All good things
come to an end.
Come to an end.
Yeah, and the three of us are going to be parting ways, and I'm headed down to Arizona here pretty quick. As a matter of fact, by the time that you guys are watching this video, I'm going to be behind the steering wheel, headed down there. Mr. M, you've got a whole bunch of stuff that you're going to be doing in Nevada this winter.
I do.
And in Oregon.
And in Oregon, I'm going to be doing a remodel on my house. I've got a jacket up 2.5 inches, and I'm thinking I'm going to show you guys me doing that. It's a beautiful 1904 Craftsman right in the heart of town. It's a lovely little house, so that's what I'm going to be doing and other things.
And Randy, you haven't quite decided if you're going to head down to Arizona or stay in Nevada yet. It's still kind of out on the table, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, that doesn't mean I'm never going to see Mr. M ever again.
No, because we figured that our paths would continue to cross. I'll probably be down there and do an episode with Gly within the month.
Exactly. There's always going to be what I call celebrity guest appearances.
Wow. Maybe 6 weeks. I'll have to check my schedule.
Well, you know, guys, it's been a blast working with you. And I tell you what, you, Mr. M, with your comedy and your one-liners, you just had me rolling so many different times, and especially on some of that in-cab stuff. You remember the time that we were out and sitting in the parking lot eating lunch?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a little clip of that right here. Check it out. But no, I think it's pretty hilarious how sometimes you will carry on about stuff like that, and I just let you go.
Oh, thank you.
It's like,
well, what's your alternative there? I mean, you know,
it's
going to hit me with something?
It's 5 minutes.
Shut up, you old man! Shut up!
It's 5 minutes of blah 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 blah.
Look what you caused here. Look at this traffic jam you got going here, because you're sitting there going blah 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 blah. You had a traffic jam in the middle of the desert. Look, folks, keep this in mind for future reference.
I bet we can get all them pigeons over here in 2 seconds. Watch this.
Ow! Workman's
It's the birds!
workman's comp.
Woo! Sorry. Excuse me, folks.
That left a
I
mark.
didn't mean to burp into the microphone, but we were just having way too much fun. That was ridiculously funny. Oh my God!
I called Gly. I was editing that, and I called Gly. I said, Gly, how do I make words appear on the screen?
Right. Up on the billboards.
Up on the bill. You know, I just thought, how do I type? You know, get font onto my image.
Right.
And I surprised him with that, but I wish I would that there would be a blank screen everywhere I go.
Oh, good stuff. That was hilarious. And then Randy over here.
Oh boy.
We love him so much. We always giving him a hard time, but I think the absolute best, Randy, was you and the disco ball. I'm sorry, but that was hilarious. Guys, take a look at this.
Oh, God.
Don't pull on that, Randy. For God's sake, keep your hand. For God's sakes, Randy, keep your hands off of stuff.
Yeah, $600 worth of gear on a $200 guide.
All right, my value just went up.
Come on, watch. Go like this. Go like this.
Yeah, look at that.
See that?
That is cool.
Isn't that cool? Okay.
That's great. Isn't that something?
I'm sorry, Randy, but that was fun. Okay, that was funny.
And I could hardly contain myself when I said you're putting a $900 camera on a $200 man. Randy said right away, all right, my value went up.
I did. I remember that.
That was great.
Oh, good stuff. Okay, guys, there's a few things I want to go over today, and let's start with fan mail.
That's always a good idea.
Yeah, you guys are just awesome. Not only have many of you contributed to our tip jars on both of our channels, but you also sent us gifts. And so I brought some today I wanted to go over. This is just great.
All kinds of cool swag.
Absolutely. Check out the swag. The first one here, this is from C4RS Custom and four-wheel drive recovery
They're in
system.
Waldport, Colorado.
Was it? What was the name of it again? No, Walsenburg.
Walsenburg,
Colorado. And what he sent me was medium-sized soft shackles, small soft shackles.
I don't even want to ask.
This is a recovery strap.
I know
Fantastic.
I know what straps are for.
Boy, we could have used that a couple of times, couldn't we? Yeah, that was just awesome. And a tow rope. Check out that. Look at that thing.
Holy smokes.
Oh, we really could have used that. Remember that time?
Is that one of those bungee ones that builds up that static energy when you're pulling?
It does, yeah.
Wow.
So you can give a person kind of a yank.
Man.
Yeah, we could have really used that.
Yeah, can you send us another one of them, fellers?
Yeah, I'm all greedy. I'm taking this one to Arizona with me.
We need one for old Bob, or for Better Bob.
For Better Bob. This is fantastic.
That is fantastic. Great quality.
Yeah,
look at that.
I could have used this when...
I mean, honestly?
Well, actually, it would be more of this other strap I could have used when I darn near
oh my God.
tipped old Bob off into a ravine and rolled him down a 400-foot drop.
This has 6,187 pound rating.
Yeah.
And it has a 30% stretch.
That's just awesome.
That's insane.
That's all you'd ever need for a Jeep.
Yep.
Yeah, check them out, guys. C4RS. One more time. Custom and four-wheel drive recovery systems. Thank you so much. You're just awesome.
And Mary thanks you for the pajamas.
Heck yeah. Oh, hey, Mary gets, yeah, nice. All right, next thing here. All right, a feller from up in, or out in Omaha, Nebraska, but I think that this used to be located out in Montana. He sent us some Line & Kugel's cozies and some t-shirts, but you're probably wondering what the t-shirts say. Now, if you've ever been to the Testicle Festival, that's fantastic, guys. Check that out.
Right.
Yes.
And this actually would double as a testicle warmer.
The Testicle Festival out of Ashland, Nebraska. That's just great. Yep.
And you don't see how this could double as a testicle warmer?
That could do it. I think you need to try it first, Mr. M.
They don't come in my size, I doubt.
Oh, we got another cozy in here.
Oh, maybe they do.
And he wrote a fantastic letter. Again, thank you so much. That's just awesome. I'm going to share this stuff between the three of us after today.
Right.
That's great.
I hope you'll be able to use some of that after I got done ruining it for you.
All right.
It's like the old days, huh?
Like the old days.
Remember when I used to walk in on your intro and I'd say something and you'd have to start all over again?
Yes. You're the master of the cut-in. All right, we got something else here. We got some letters. This one's great. This one comes from Sue Cook, and she lives in the UK, and she sent a nice letter and some stickers here. Randy, what does that say?
No, Randy, squirrels are sacred, not sacrificed. All right.
That's right. Squirrels are sacred, aren't they? So we're gonna...
Sue, you're right on that one.
Yeah, so we're gonna share these. We're gonna stick them on the roll bars of both of our rigs here pretty soon. Now, yeah, Sue's just awesome. Like I said, she lives over in the UK, and she owns a bakery, and one of these days I'm hoping that I'm gonna get to enjoy some of her cookies. I have a feeling a care package is coming my way.
I hope I get some of it.
I will share, maybe. You're gonna have to be real nice. Anyways, all right, thanks, Sue. That was great, and I love the letter.
So that's a little squirrel with tire marks across it.
Yeah.
That's right. Susan Velarde, thank you so much. That's just a great letter you sent. I'm so happy you enjoy the channel. I appreciate all that you've said in here, and that it's just awesome. I'm not going to read the whole thing, guys, but I'm so happy you all are enjoying the channel so much. And another one here from Debs DeSantis, is that how I pronounce that?
DeSantis.
Yeah, another card and a letter. Thank you so much, Deb. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I get cards, letters, things all the time, but the one thing that I do get all the time is tag-along requests, Mr. M.
Mm-hmm.
About every 2 weeks, I get about 15 to 20 tag-along requests via email. And guys, you know, you are the best subscribers in the world, but as much as I would love to, you know, meet up with you and go out for dinner and take you along on some of these expeditions and search for abandoned mines, you know, there's a lot of work goes into the production of this channel. And if I'm going to be getting an episode out once a week, I got to stay on top of it all the time. Mm-hmm. And especially now moving forward, mm-hmm. I'm going to be adding even more layers of production to the channel. Now, you remember, guys, I'm the only person that's doing all of the editing and all that stuff. I don't have like a crew behind me that does all my editing. I'm a one-man band, except for my crew here that does B-roll and things of that nature. So I got to stay on top of all that. So again, I'm real sorry if I can't take you up on your offers of you know, going out for dinner and things like that and tagging along. I would really like to, and it's, Mr. M, I got to tell you, a guy like me who just loves to meet new people mm-hmm. and have good conversation, that's a hard thing for me to do.
Yeah.
To get on the email and type, no, I can't. I just cringe every time. So, right. You know, I'm real sorry, guys.
Truly.
Okay, and finally, wait, one more thing. We got one more here. I almost missed it. This one's really good. Now, if you guys go back to episode 72, I was deep down into that mine, 600 feet deep, and I found an old Prince Albert can down in there, but it was in pretty poor condition. Mm-hmm, so, a subscriber sent me this. A perfect condition Prince Albert can. Look at that.
Oh, wow, that's
yeah,
old, isn't it?
It sure is.
There's a tax stamp on there.
Take a look at that, Randy.
Nice.
Isn't that sweet?
That's
and
great. Something that's been indoors.
Don't try to put your head inside there, Randy.
Yes, don't do
That's a
that.
big can too. Boy, that was a heavy smoker.
Every time we go out on these outings, Randy only eats one thing and one thing only.
A can of tuna.
It's a can of tuna, and every single time he forgets a spoon. So
no, I don't. I usually remember one.
No,
This
Randy,
is the
I have
second
watched.
time.
No, Randy, I have watched you MacGyver a spoon
Every
half a
time.
dozen times.
Bullshit. I've only done this one other time.
You've never had a spoon with you.
I've never seen a spoon.
I usually
I
have
taught
a
him
fork.
how to make a lid out of the lid.
You did. You showed me
out
how
of
to
the
do
lid
it.
on the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to
I
that,
have my own leather.
he puts his whole head in the can. That's why his mother would never let him eat pickles, because he'd get his head stuck in the jar.
All right, guys, on to the next topic. And this has to do with the future of abandoned and forgotten places. Now, I know there's many new subscribers, and many of you have not went back and watched a lot of my early episodes from the very beginning, but a lot of you have been with me from the very beginning, and you have got to watch how this channel has evolved over the last two and a half years, okay? And it started out, you know, it was pretty basic. I was running the whole show with just one camera and a microphone, doing my best to recover after chemo, struggling climbing those hills, huffing and puffing and carrying on because my health was just, well, you know, when you get out of chemo, good grief, you know. And then it eventually evolved and became more and more. And I put out an episode, and I told you guys how the next future phase of the channel, which was the schnozzulator, and
5,000.
And many of you, you kind of thought that I wasn't going to go through with that, but indeed I did. We built the schnozzulator.
Yep, 5,000.
And used it a few times this summer, and I do plan on using it a lot more in the future. But the schnozzulator
5,000
is always going to be a Nevada thing, okay? I'm not going to be using it down in Arizona. It's going to stay here in storage in Nevada till I get back here next summer. And next summer, when I get out and start reconning other areas of Nevada, if I see some places that are going to be, that'll definitely need the schnozzulator,
then 5,000.
Then I will call Mr. M and meet up with him, and we'll use it. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing with the schnoz.
Yep.
So now you guys you got to be asking me, okay, my gosh, as far as production quality and the things that you've done so far with your channel, where could you possibly go from here? Well, I've kind of already explained that a little bit in some of my past videos about how I want to incorporate some graphics, how I want to be able to use Cinema 4D to split mountains in half and do real cool things like that so that I can tell the story better. But when I explained that to you guys in a past episode, a lot of you kind of misunderstood what I was trying to say. You thought that I was going to take the channel and incorporate and kind of be like more of the reality television programs that you see on television these days. And no, that wasn't it at all. Guys, I have absolutely no interest in creating a reality television show with a whole bunch of fake drama, fake incorporated drama.
Yeah, I have to hand it to you that your drama on your show, it's the real deal.
It's the real deal. But I'm telling you, the last thing we need, Mr. M, is we got to get out of this shaft, because if we don't, we're going to lose our Jeeps.
Right.
We got to climb out of this mine, because if we don't, Mr. M's not going to be able to eat his sandwich by 2 o'clock.
Vienna sausage.
Oh, sorry.
True.
It drives me nuts, guys, when you watch these television programs and you're there to see the content, and all of a sudden they whisk you away, and the next thing you're in an emergency room watching one of the characters' wives give birth or something like that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So no, I don't plan on doing any of that kind of stuff, guys. I'm going to stay true to the core of mine exploring, only I want to add layers of graphics and other really cool camera angles to help tell the story better, to include, when at all possible, history about a location when I can find it. I get lots of emails from people saying, we really wish that you could dig down and find more history in an area and incorporate that into the show. Now, Randy and I, we accomplished that when we went down this 400-foot shaft not too far from here, and we found that the guy that owned that hardware store. I got lucky on that one. Now, a lot of these places, you can't find anything on the internet. Yes, you can go to various locations and find some things about the site, like its geology, what their primary commodity was, things of that nature. But you don't, it's really hard to find like pictures and photographs and where you could do comparisons like that. But if I can, I'm going to try to incorporate more of that into the show too. Does that sound like,
it does
sound good?
That sounds like what you're aiming at.
So I think that when you take all of this that we've brought the channel up to right now, all these new cameras, all these new angles, 360s, gimbals,
drones of every description,
drones, torpedo cams, and combine that with graphics and some history, I think we've knocked abandoned mine exploring out of the park. I think we've raised the bar to a level that has never been seen in the history of YouTube.
Yep.
But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not done yet, because I'm an overachiever.
He is.
And all my life, I that's what I do. That's my personality. You just ask these guys. I'm an overachiever, and nothing is ever good enough.
Right, and you guys can continue watching my show, because I'm an underachiever, and my shows are good enough.
So it's a perfect offset.
Yes. abandoned and forgotten footage.
Now, some of you guys, this really frustrates me, and I'm going to rant. Is it okay if I rant?
Yeah.
Can I have a little rant? Okay. Some people
Try
don't
to keep it under like 5 minutes, though.
Well, okay. I'm going to do my best. Here's a couple little rants that I have. A lot of people in the comment section. Well, not a lot. There's a handful here and a handful there. Trust me, guys. The majority of all your comments is just pleasant and fun to read. I mean, but there's a handful out there where it's like, oh, well, this guy's channel is better than yours for this reason, and that guy's channel is so on and so forth is better. Guys, it's not a competition. It's not. It's not a competition. We're all out here, all of us mine explorers are all out here in the world doing something that we love very much, and we're doing it the best that we can, and we're doing it in our own way.
Right, and then what shows on the end product film is your way of interpreting it and how you want to bring that to them.
Exactly.
And you want to bring them something just a tick higher. I know it's more than a tick.
Yeah.
But it's a $800 a year investment.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You know, my channel is a bit more showy. Let's just use the word showy for the lack of a better word. Other channels are more documentary style. Other channels are more like they're into the ropes and they're roping into super dangerous places and you know, things of that nature. So think of it like a pack of flavored gum. When you go into YouTube, whatever style that you enjoy, it's really awesome that you can select between. There's probably about 4 or 5 mine explorers out there, including myself, that are really trying hard to knock it out of the park in their very own way. Okay,
and they are, some of them. They
really are. Yeah. You know, Frank and I, we talk a lot because him and I worked together in the past about a year or so ago. We talk on the phone quite a bit, and we're always sticking each other in the ribs about who's going to get more subscribers, and someday when I finally bypass Frank and things like that, you know. But it's all tongue in cheek, guys. It's nothing serious. It's not like, well, if you beat my subscriber number, I'm never going to talk to you again. It's not like that. We're all friends out here, and I'm hoping to meet someday the rest of the mine explorers, like Justin, Frank from California, and others. You know, hey, come on in. You know, I'd love to hang out with you, and we do something fun together. You know, we do a collaboration. You know, things of that nature.
Don't forget Jeff Williams too.
Exactly. I was going to bring that up. Guys, stay tuned. There just might be a little Jeff Williams thing on the horizon.
And I might be able to go there.
That's going to be a good time. Yeah. Okay, guys, I got some great news.
What is it, Gly?
Well, I couldn't have done this without my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, 100%, with the help from you guys, of course, made this happen. Guess what that is? And I couldn't be happier. I'm like a kid waiting for Christmas.
What, Gly?
Old Bob's going to get his lift kit this winter.
I knew that.
Yeah, you already knew that. That's right. The channel has been producing a very good revenue stream, and I finally put enough money aside where I can get old Bob here the lift kit that he's always needed. Now, to run this channel, guys, it takes more than just cameras and climbing gear and all the other things to go into these abandoned mines, but one of the major tools, well, you can't run an abandoned mine channel unless you've got a capable vehicle to get back into some of these gnarly places.
And there's nothing like a Jeep.
There is nothing like a Jeep. But old Bob here, he's got a stock suspension on him, and when I go in and out of gully or washes and gullies, I'm constantly bumping his butt, you know. So I'm going to put 2 inches of suspension on him, nothing major, because I don't want to raise his center of gravity too high. 33-inch tires, full articulation suspension on all 4 corners. It's going to be
set up
awesome. It's going to be really super cool, guys. And I want to thank all of you for making it happen. I've been wanting to do this to old Bob since 2010 after I put the new motor in him.
Wow.
I just, career gets in the way. So many things get in the way, and I've never been able to do it. And it's so awesome that a little idea that I got to go out and to explore abandoned mines
Yep.
and turn it into a successful YouTube actually made it happen.
Yep.
And that's just absolutely great.
It's a Cinderella story.
It really is. It really is. Okay, so like I said, by the time you guys watch this video, I'm going to be on the road to Arizona. So I got to get down there. I got to unpack. I got to get everything set up. Because I live a mobile lifestyle. I live the RV life full time. And I've got satellite dishes and all these different all this stuff. I mean,
He's set up. You're set up better than anybody I know.
yeah, and but it takes some time to put all that together. So I got to get down there, get all set up. So I probably won't have an episode out for you next weekend, or maybe even the one after that. And not only is it because I got to set everything up, I got to get the Jeep turned in to Summit 4x4 in Prescott. They're going to want it here in November, so there's going to be a time period there I'm not going to have a ride. So while they're working on that, I'm going to be doing other things. So November is going to be kind of up and down for episodes. I don't know quite how it's all going to play out, but I just wanted to, bring that to you guys' attention. And another thing I got going on with me, to my old subscribers, you know that I got cancer and I went through chemo and all that stuff, and I still have some doctor follow-ups I got to do down in Phoenix and things like that. I'm still struggling with a few after effects from the chemo, like insomnia and anxiety and stuff like that. I got to get that stuff under control, and that's why another reason why November is going to be really topsy-turvy for me. But as soon as I get all that stuff put behind me, guys, I'm going to get back on track, and I'm going to go after this full bore. All right, so Mr. M.
Yeah.
You've got some plans for the future.
Well, I do, and they're kind of up in the air. I'm going to let the channel kind of direct itself.
Okay, do tell.
I've got a lot of ideas. I built another torpedo unit like the original one that we built, but it's a lot smaller.
Yep.
And I've got a crank system on it to lower things down. And I think that I'm going to take people along on stabbing as many of these little shafts as I can here in town. I think that could be some fun. And then I have some other things, the day-to-day stuff that I'm doing, working on different vehicles or different hacks and things that I've come up with to do things faster. I've got some pieces of equipment I want to show people how to make. Cool, fun stuff. And we'll see how it goes. I'm all set up for it. Gly taught me well. I know how to edit and Adobe Premiere Pro. I've got all the right equipment. And I'm mobile. I like to get out and do things, and I want to bring you guys along with me. And I hope you come with me for the ride. It's going to be some fun.
And traveling around with him, guys, I've listened to a lot of his ideas, and some of them are real knock it out of the park kind of stuff. And I myself am looking forward to seeing some of this come together and culminate into new episodes. That's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
Thanks, Gly. And I think about that every once in a while. I mean, you've mentioned that several times that you look forward to it, and that's encouraging to me.
Yep.
And if you're doing anything, and just know that you can do it. I have Gly to tell me every once in a while that I can do it, and it's really important that if you have somebody in your life and they're doing something, you need to support them. Tell them, you know what, you can do it.
That's right. Yeah. No. And yeah, have their back. Just keep plugging away, and that's what I did with Mr. M here. I helped him all last winter, taught him how to edit, and you're just getting so much better all the time.
It's big fun. It was a big fun for a new chapter to open up in my life like this. But Gly talked about his health issues. I deal with atrial fibrillation, and the doctors try to control it with different medications. That's all I take. I don't take any high blood pressure or anything, but I've been in and out of the doctor the last couple of months, and I'm on the mend, but I can't keep doing the level of strenuous work that Gly does. I can't do it. I sprung my arm
Right.
several episodes ago, and you know, psychologically, it's getting to me.
Yeah.
I just don't feel right that far under for that long, and at night it's been waking me up.
Yeah.
So a man
Yep.
has to know his limitations, and
Yep.
I'm gonna enjoy most of the rest of these explorers from the comfort of my armchair, just like you guys do.
Well, we've had some good times,
We have.
and you know what? I'll never forget on our first or second adventure when we went into a mine together, how apprehensive you were
Yeah.
to do this, and that was even just in like a class 1 or a class 2 mine.
It was awful.
And now look at this, the last one that he did, that you just did that 3-part series
Yeah, the
on.
yellow rope.
You know, I would consider that like definitely a class 4,
Oh, yeah.
a good class 4.
Wow.
And
All
you know, to look at the needle guys from where Mr. M started out at to what he went up and did in that mine. I mean, you've come a long ways. That was pretty cool.
It's almost like I'm a NASA astronaut or something.
Well, we all look forward to see what you're going to come up with.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mr. M show.
That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along on this fun little powwow. But before we go, Randy here, now he's been putting rocks up on his eBay site, and he's got a few more for you. So what we're going to do today is at the end of this video, I'm going to put up some pictures of some more specimens that he's going to be putting up on his eBay site here shortly. So watch this all the way to the end. I'm going to flash them before your eyes.
And they're all neat, cool stuff that came
Yeah.
from the bowels of the earth.
Absolutely. Now some of these rocks, they didn't make it to some of the the episodes.
Yeah, some of them date back to previous summer.
Yeah, exactly. But there's some really nice specimens. So like I said, yeah, I'll put those up at the end of the video. And Randy, tell us a little bit more about, you've got a YouTube channel. Now, I don't bring this up very often because it's really technically not mine related, but you got a YouTube channel and it's kind of cool.
Why don't you tell everybody about it, R.L. Zer?
Yeah.
Well, that's just my initials, and that's my YouTube channel is RLZERR, and it's mostly MacGyvering and science experiments and things of that nature, electronics and camping hacks and power tool mods.
Okay.
Other things that I've done over the years. And,
His channel's great if you suffer from insomnia.
Mr. M. You just can't resist, can you? Guys, I'm going to put a link to Randy's channel down here in the description area so you can easily find it. So head on down in there and click on it and see what that's all about.
He's got great stuff.
Yeah, guys, Randy, you're a good guy, even though we make fun of you all the time. All right, again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. That was fun. I hope you learned a little bit more about what we're going to be doing as far as the direction of the channel, future stuff, things of that nature. And again, I can't thank all of you enough for the incredible success of this YouTube channel. You're just wonderful. You guys are just awesome. I thank you so very much. So with that, we're going to get on out of here. Have a good day, guys. You take care now. Bye-bye.